What's going on, everybody? This is Travis from Candid at the Movies, and today I will be reviewing the fantasy romance film known as All of Us Strangers. Now, this movie does star Andrew Scott, Paul Mescal, Claire Foy, and Jamie Bell. Now, the basis of this movie is Andrew Scott's character, who is basically a very lonely man. He lost his family at a very young age of 12 in a car crash, and basically he lives in this large apartment where he is just being a lonely screenwriter. And then one fateful night, he has the lone other person in the apartment come up to him, ask him for drinks. And they basically start a romantic relationship. And all in the midst of this happening, he goes by his old childhood home just to see his parents there. They're alive. He's catching up with them, and basically you see how this changes his life. Now, I'm gonna honestly say this is a type of story that you have seen before, but it doesn't really get played too much, especially dealing with a character who's dealing with loss, love, grief, a whole lot of different aspects of their life, especially losing a loved one at a very young age, them not seeing him grown up. It was a cool aspect to see in this film, especially seeing his parents, who were basically trapped in the time frame that they passed away on, seeing their adult son growing up and living their life, trying to hear how he's successful, learning more about him, learning about who he loves, what he's attracted to, how he coped with them passing, is a very touching film. And it's also one of those films where if you're going through personal grief, you're gonna feel a lot of different emotions with this. You're gonna feel a lot of the stuff where you just don't want to be around people. You're gonna feel the moments where you're trying to get yourself back out there, and it feels awkward at times, and then it becomes gratifying and you feel like you found yourself again. And having conversations with your parents that you never got to have, that really touched me right there. And I feel like this movie is really good. It came out last year and I watched it on Hulu. It was something that I didn't think was going to be as riveting as I thought it was going to be. And the performances are great in this movie. Andrew Scott, who is an actor that you always see in the background, he gave a phenomenal performance, and I really liked what he did in this role. Paul Mescal, newer guy to me. A lot of the stuff that I've seen him in, he's just dominating, and he's a really great actor, and I want to see more of his work because I think he's going to be something big in the future. Jamie Bell, he gave a really interesting performance, seeing a father in his 30s who hasn't seen his son in so long, and just trying to see the change in the man that he becomes, and also playing it while being a very quiet father was really cool. And I really love the dynamic that Claire Foy brought into when she found out that her son was gay. And it was one of those things, like, you could see the pain in her face of wanting to accept it and not understanding all at the same time. It was really good, and it was like great character acting by all of the people in this film. With it being a main forecast, I feel like they all did a great job in just some of this isolated scenes that they had with one another. I highly recommend this film. I will say, even with all those things that I talked about with grief, trauma, losing someone, if you're watching this film and you're not prepared for that ending, you're gonna be done for. Your emotions will just be like hitting an all-time low by the time you get to that ending, because it is gonna pull them tears out of you. And it really impressed me with this film. I'm gonna give All of Us Strangers confidently a A+. It's not an A++, but I will say, for the subject matter and for what they were trying to pull out of you through this movie emotionally, chef's kiss. It was good. But hey, let me know if you've seen this movie. Comment below. Let me know if there's some other films like it that I should check out. And hey, we appreciate you checking us out here at Candid at the Movies. Leave us a like, leave us a comment. Peace out, y'all.